Hi guys. Hopefully this is working just right. It's not. I do apologize. Yeah. Hold on one second. There we go. All right. Welcome very much to everyone who's joining us tonight. Oh, that might be the reason why we're slowing down. Hold on one moment, guys. You've been trying to Skype with us. Takes over some bits and pieces of the computer when it comes to resources and when it comes to the camera. It doesn't work just nicely. So, just one moment. So this week was a very good week. Got a little bit of sleep. Got a lot better. Pretty much over my sickness, which is very good. And let's see. Good. Auto sync is good. Video sync is good. And as you guys can see, tonight we are in the electronics room. The other room that you see, typically this is the room that we go into whenever you see us pull anything out of any room. It's typically this room. So thank you very much tonight for joining us. We got tonight we've got Eduardo T. 3574, Alan. We got Coder 96, Decosted, Eagle 1J, ECD Strew, JMC Malin, Less Music, Powers USA, Seraphinius, the Midnight Manufacturing Company, and of course Tolidib. So thank you very much, guys, for joining us tonight. Yeah.
Tolidib.
Yep.
Greg. Hola, amigo.
How you guys doing? So, good. Yes. The system does have rabbit ears, and yes, the system, as you guys can see right here, is up and it's running. This past week, Davo and I went to the Turner Broadcasting Mini Maker Fair that was being handled here at basically the TBS. We got interviewed for a couple things here and there as to what we were doing for the maker spaces that were around in Atlanta, and the event went quite well. Davo actually shined quite well. Did a lot better at this maker fair than I have ever done at any of the maker fairs. Being able to field questions and answer everybody's questions and move forward from there. So, Eagle 1J, that's a very good question. He asks, who does this one belong to? This one is actually Greg's. So,
we just roll Less Music, which would be Les.
Yeah.
We just rolled his back out of here. Last night, Les and I spent 2 hours kind of using him as our guinea pig. Mm-hmm. We started with a machine that had not been run, but should be running. Yep. And we updated the firmware, trimmed the bed, and we made a print. And that was in 2 hours. So I already told Les thank you, but I'm going to say it again. Thank you, Les, for being my guinea pig. It was good because I tried to emulate an experience that's similar to what someone would get if they were just unboxing their printer and didn't know what was going on. And I think it went pretty well. We didn't have any real big gotchas, but there were some obvious things that we talked about, quality control things that we can implement in software to make confidence improvements. And I thought that was very positive. So Les is a great guy. If anybody is blessed enough to work with him, you will appreciate him for his mature wisdom and his extremely good experience and insight. So I always enjoy talking to people like that. Greg is also another really good guy, just in case he's out there and thinks we forgot about him. So actually, there are a lot of really good guys. So I don't want to make the list because we don't have that much time on the broadcast. But everybody that we've talked to has been very good to us, and good to talk to, good to interact with. All right, so tonight's goal was to take this machine, which has been sitting around for several weeks, and we've been putting stuff on and taking stuff off and putting stuff on. And so we're just throwing a couple of heads on, and we're going to check the tram on it, and then we're going to see if we can build something. I don't even know what it is yet. So I had no idea what state the machine is in because we've been switching parts like maniacs. We look like a bad Frankenstein movie, actually. Cutting something off here, putting something on there. And so we went back to terra firma, and Yeah, it's a miracle. The lights actually blink. So Dan will get to amuse you with a little bit of Sideshow Bob stuff. Oh, is that for me?
Yes, yes, it is.
And at the same time, I'll go through setting it up. And if there's some questions, you know what Dan might want to do is take advantage of the fact we have a special camera mount here. We think it's a little bit easier because we just push it around. And wow, I pushed it. Oh, well, you're not on the right camera. You're on this camera.
That's right.
Okay, I'm a little bit slow.
Give me just a moment.
I thought it was just a really bad lag, but it wasn't even the right camera. That's pitiful.
Sorry, guys. All right. So if you guys can hold on for just 1 second, me moving the camera up to a better vantage point so you guys can see the system.
So we can't use this other one?
Oh, wait.
Because it's really designed for what we're trying to do.
I know.
It will hold itself in place.
And this guy will be just fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So give me just a half a moment. Okay, guys.
Okay, let's just see what we got here.
Alrighty.
Oh, I don't want A33. I want A32.
There we go. No. There we go. Let's go to repertoire. Okay. So what happened at the Turner Mini Maker Fair? There were a couple of people, a couple of makerspace teams that were there. We were there with the lovely Geek Space Quintet, since we are closest to them, and they were kind enough to share a booth with us. They were showing off a few things that they were doing with the Raspberry Pis, which were very cool. And the other people who were there, there were only there was only one other team there that actually had a 3D printer, because as of last year, the last time this went on, we missed it by about a month when we first did the Kickstarter, because it was in September of last year, the Turner Broadcasting Mini Maker Fair. Everyone had a 3D printer, and so they were kind of 3D printed out. However, we got an incredible amount of feedback from the people there about their experiences with their own 3D printers. And some of which were good, some of them which were positive.
You can bend the arm around and sit down if you want.
Okay. And some of them were, unfortunately, they were not so good. And we always hate whenever that happens. We'd rather people have a fantastic experience wanting to come back and wanting to 3D print more versus saying, if I have to look at that thing one more time, I'm going to throw it away, or I'll never buy one ever again. Because of how bad their experience was, and we are saddened to hear that. And every time we hear it at a fair, it's kind of shocking. But the positive thing is that everyone said, and everyone commented, saying, if I could afford it, I would definitely be buying yours. And the more and more I see what you guys have done here, because we showed it printing, I printed a couple of parts. They said how easy this was in comparison to their experiences. And how frustrating it was for them. They'd say we had 3 people there, one of which, and I'll get to her in just a second, who said our next 3D printer is going to be a HYREL. And the reason for that is quite simple. Now, you guys may notice I'm not talking about any of the other 3D printers, and I will not. So if you were there at the show, you'd know exactly which ones were good, which ones were bad,
yeah, but I think
everyone's had a problem with. So we're not going to talk about that kind of stuff. But what I will say is this, is that for those people who want to make a business out of this, one particular person, her name is Nicole. She was very kind, very, very nice. She was there at the Atlanta Maker Fair this past year. She makes little pieces of jewelry. And these small pieces of jewelry, you can put a small little plant in, and you can carry it around like as a necklace or as a pendant. And she was saying that she no longer uses her 3D printer because of how hard it is to set up and how hard it is to get it to run. And for the fact that it kept on breaking down, and for the fact that her long-term boyfriend has basically been the only person who's been able to fix it, and he's kind of gotten to the point of saying that's enough. So, so she shared with us her trials and tribulations to the point that she had to go through a 3D printing service in order to handle the load.
Shapeways.
Yeah, and that was Shapeways. So, in order to handle that load, unfortunately, by doing that, her costs shot through the roof, and she can no longer maintain a she can't maintain a viable business model by going through Shapeways. So, which is a shame because her designs are actually quite good. So, but Shapeways has done a very, very nice job, and they've done, as what she has told us, a very, very reliable job in getting those 3D prints out and getting them to her. So Shapeways, good job on giving her good customer service. So, oh,
I have a lack of power.
yeah, it's every now and then that guy you got to make sure that the bulb.
No, it's not that.
No, okay.
No, it's the plug.
Oh, okay. Well, might be
Don't ask, don't yell.
Oh wait, hold on a second, guys. Well, this guy is off.
No, I know.
Okay.
There we go. It's the plug. The plug's dead.
Okay. All right. So anyway,
Make one without it.
so it was very, very nice to talk with the makers over the Turner Maker Fair. There was one gentleman in particular, I believe the guy's name is Steve, from Freeside, Atlanta. If he's watching this broadcast, thank you very much for your feedback, and we will be coming down there and visiting with you guys very shortly. They usually have meetings every Tuesday nights on Freeside, Atlanta. I'll be going down there probably, I'd say probably the next 3 to 4 weeks after we start shipping some of the engines out the door, and speaking with them about their experiences with with their own 3D printers that were donated to them. The other people who were there, there was one guy who was there who had his own Tesla coil, and he is an extremely bright individual. He also was very fanatical about what we've created, and he actually had a full long list of all the things that he would do to a 3D printer to make it the best and the best and the best. And the funny thing is that we, after looking at the list, we went well beyond that list. So I think you guys are going to enjoy what we're going to have, and what we're going to be showing to you guys in just a second, and also what you're going to be getting. Well,
we don't know what we're doing yet.
Okay. So, and as I'm talking, guys, if you have any questions, please just go ahead and ask it in the chat room, and I'll answer them as to the best of my ability. So then, when it comes to the fairs, we only have 2 that are scheduled coming up very soon. One is going to be the Atlanta Maker Fair, which is going to be October the 26th. And the other one is going to be the South Tech Show, which we have yet to confirm, but we're looking to try and confirm that very quickly. There you go. You're looking for some scissors?
No, I'm looking for a paper towel.
Okay. And that particular show, South Tech, is going to be happening in Greenville, South Carolina. It's going to be going on for 3 days, at the end of October, the 29th, 30th, and 31st. So, and, oh, what is this you have? This wonderful substance.
Capped-on tape. 200 millimeters wide, 100 feet long, not very thick.
Mm-hmm.
And it is not very expensive.
No.
We got this off of eBay for $30, which that's like not a lifetime supply, but it should last you a couple of years anyway.
Yeah.
And I liked it that it's all in one thing. However, putting it down is a little bit of a trick, so that's one of the things we were hoping to show you guys tonight.
Okay.
When you go to put this down, it's not a one-man job, or at least not for one guy with heart problems. So the reason for it is this stuff sticks, and if you trap an air bubble under there, well, then it's a good time to give the job to somebody else. Tell them to finish it up. Okay, so we've moved the bed down over here. And you see that okay?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. And so we're going to come in. I'm going to let you have the paper towel.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. When I ask you, I'm going to have you actually...
Let me lift this up a little bit more, and then put the angle down a little bit so people can see everything. There you go.
Yeah, let's try to get this lined up before we stick it down.
Mm-hmm.
And you put down the side with the roll
First.
goes to the right-hand side, and make sure, because if you don't pull that, don't even try going to the next step. If you can't get the side with the roll to stick the way you're hoping for, it's hopeless. Where's your paper towel?
Right here.
All right. Okay, hold on a second. Now, just pull it hard and tight.
Mm-hmm. DeCosta asks a very good question. He says, what happened to the glass and hairspray?
Oh, we have that.
Mm-hmm. We still have it, and it did work. It worked actually quite well when we were at the Maker Faire.
We're just showing different things, you know.
If you're going to put Kapton tape down on your actual bed, this is what we're showing. Now, we've actually printed on this a couple of times.
Not on this Kapton tape, not on this
one.
bed, but
Not on this bed, but on Kapton tape itself. And so, we've also had a couple of questions on, would you guys use it? And,
I don't know. I think for different circumstances, different materials are better. And that's what we've been trying all along to define better for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want you guys to see that this is one of the things that if you read it online, it makes perfect sense. The other thing is that I can tell you that just pinning it straight on Kapton tape is not a winning proposition for us.
Mm-hmm.
That we do use hairspray on it.
Yep.
But now it's smooth and bubble free, and I hope I can move this stuff so that it doesn't just shoot off into space. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll undo the sable device.
The sable cable? Yeah.
And then that should be able to lean over.
Mm-hmm.
And there you go.
Nice.
And put a little light on the subject.
Mm-hmm.
And they can see that now. I'm going to
It's looking
take...
good.
Oh. Now, there is one little trick with this right here. You notice I've left a little tab up. I think, yeah, you can see it there. What I do is I take the piece I'm cutting off the other end. I need my X-Acto knife back.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, that was me, not you.
You need the X-Acto knife right here?
Oh, I got it. I got it covered.
Okay.
And as I trim it, I put this so it adheres to it, and that way it's really easy to get off the next time. And this is a disposable part anyway, but now you can see I've got a nice little flap that I can pull on, and I haven't really sacrificed much of the tape.
Yep.
All right, so just that little trick there.
And Eagle1J, you asked, are you able to post the link to that from eBay? And the answer is probably not on this broadcast, but we will send that out, in the next
Oh, I can get it for him.
Kickstarter update.
I could go online and get it for him.
Oh, you want me to? Okay.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's a great question. Remind me, I'll get it. Okay, so whenever you spray the hairspray, don't be putting it in your face or on any of the bearing surfaces.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to put a little bit down here. All right. Oh, this is... I don't know what my unscented one went.
Oh, it's over here.
That's okay. Here, put these all back. That's good. I got to stick them over here. They're in the build zone. The build zone. Oh, that's much better looking software there.
Oh, yeah.
Did you start it up? Is that what you did?
Yeah. So.
Well, what I don't know is, and I'm about to find out, is let's go see. Oh. let's go see what our software is. Oh, you know what? I already know it. Software, update firmware, motion controller, and let's take that one right there. Open.
This is all because of Greg, guys. Getting to the point of doing the bootloader. So, thank you very much, Greg.
This could take a few minutes, so let's just get it started here. And get the password back. I should get a little green bar about right now. It's a lot of code.
All right.
We'll see. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Okay, we do this all the time. You see, in a perfect world, I would have two brains, or at least two brains that are small, and they would be equal one regular brain. But in this case, I have no brain. There's a little connector you got to have on the side, which enables the bootloader. I already plugged it in.
Okay.
I did that tie wrap thing. Now it's booted up, and now I can tell this guy to exit. And
Kind of. Hold on. Kind of.
it's okay.
Move it. Yeah, there you go. So
Okay. And now when it comes up, when I push the reset button, there, it says System Bootloader on it. When the plug's in, it says System Bootloader. That's all you got to remember. So now we can do File, Update Firmware, Motion Controller, version 24C. I'm on version way past that, but this is newer than the stuff that's on there. We have been working day and night for the last week, I think, almost since the last broadcast, because we had a couple of bugs pop in that had to do with math rollover errors. We calculate the distance that we're moving, and then we use the Pythagorean theorem, and the moves were bigger than 32 bits in some cases for the a squared plus b squared, square root of those two, or a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Anyway, we ended up rolling over past the 64-bit mark, and we're getting not a number errors out of it. And it turns out that was causing some bizarre activity, and I only identified it because we were printing those really large parts you saw. So it's good that we tried those, and it's good that we found the bug and have fixed it. And now I'm hot and heavy in the middle of the retract code. So I'm hoping, if not tomorrow, the next day, but we're imminent to get the retract code functioning the way that it will allow us to pull the material back reliably and give us nice, clean build results. So just letting you know. Oh, you notice that there's a little green bar happening up here. I think you guys can see the bar I'm pointing to.
Yep.
That bar right there is actually the progress bar. So we're about 60% of the way through flashing while I'm talking. I was just distracting you. Watch this hand, not that hand. Anyway, so once that's done, then we'll bring up the printer and we'll turn on the hotheads and see if we can got firmware issues with them, or if they need to be uploaded. And again, this is kind of a virgin printer because it's been torn apart and put together probably 20 times in the last 2.5 months.
Yep.
So every screw has its own name. And
okay. Well, while that's going, guys, we actually had a couple of things happen at the Turner Maker Fair. A couple of things. We did print off a couple of small little parts. This guy was the one that was printed. This was the original, as you guys can see right there.
How's the other side look? Is it sticking?
Oh yeah, the other side stuck, quite
Good.
well.
Very good.
And we took another one, and we actually made a black cover, as you guys can see right here, from some material that.
Did you show them this one?
Yeah, I'll show that to them in a second.
I think they saw it last week, but I don't remember.
So this guy, we can print in black if anyone was asking about that. DeCosted was a very, thank you very much for your feedback. We recognize that this particular stuff has a much different temperature gradient. You really truly have got to really do this at a much lower, just a little bit lower of a temperature. Otherwise, you're going to get drip that comes out quite a bit. So this stuff, when it comes to black, it's a little bit different from all the rest of the colors. We also, this past week, if you guys may recall, is that we did a 2-color print, but we also did one like this, as you may or may not have seen. This is yellow on one side and green on the other. And what happened was that I was trying to be a little bit tricky by trying to force the the last of the yellow into the extruder with the rest of the green, and I did not realize that Carl had already created, and he's kind of in the background, not saying anything. He had created the pause function, or a way to actually get your continue from a function, so that you can take out the material that's there and put the next filament in here. And by doing so, you can make basically a 2-color print or a multicolor print, basically by stopping and starting. Now, we stopped this guy because it was late at night, and well, we wanted to go to sleep. But we wanted to prove that it could be done. So, yes, guys, 2-color prints, same material, as you guys may or may not see right here. There you go. It's much better. So yes, 2 colors, 1 print, absolutely possible now. Alright. So are you ready?
Well, I'm now heating the hotheads up, I think.
Okay.
Well, I think I am.
Alright.
Hey, they're getting hot. What do you know?
Nice.
It's a miracle.
It's a horrible camera angle, guys. I apologize. Hold on a second. That's better. Alright. So now what we're doing is that we're setting the height. Making sure that the Z height of your extruder
These are quite
is
a bit different.
not touching your bed.
They are a lot different, so I'm not sure I can hook these up. They look like the same guys. They were measured within 10,000ths of an inch.
Mm-hmm.
That means I got to get the Allen wrench and pop it around.
Just
Okay.
a second here.
Alright.
Do we think this was trimmed adequately?
Yeah.
Let me just double check.
Okay. So Carl's putting on the tramming tool.
Yeah, let's just see.
Unlock motors.
Yep. Good. Oh yeah, that looks good. Okay. I think we're okay.
So,
Davo, good job. Davo has become the world's greatest trammer.
Yep.
Sorry about that, Davo. I didn't realize we were so close in there.
Yeah.
This is like a bad movie, I know. I apologize. All right, so the Allen wrench. I need the Allen wrench because this head came off of a different machine and had been disassembled. The one did, and I want to reassemble it and make sure I've got it. So let me just see what we've got here. Oh, they're both hot.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually turn them off for a second because they're so hot that they will
Burn.
No, they won't burn the Kapton tape. Strangely enough,
No, I'm not saying
230
burn
degrees.
you. Burn
but-
Kapton tape. I'm saying burn you.
Yeah, they would burn me. But, you know, that's not important. It's just a little flesh.
And let's see. Eagle One J says, "Ooh, more systems." Yes, yes, we do have quite a few more systems that are coming together. Do they have names? Yes, names have been assigned to them.
One is Ken's.
One is Ken. Yeah, Ken up in Canada. X-ray Charlie, if you're here, that one's yours.
And who's the guy who's coming down from Virginia next week?
John. No, it's It's Pro E Guy. Pro E Guy. We will be ready for you. However, we're gonna need for you to Skype in with us to actually go over some plans as to the fact that you're gonna be coming down on Friday and be staying with us over the weekend. They get trained up on how to get your System 30 up and running. So Skype in with us sometime this week, and we'll go forward with that.
Yeah, Tuesday or Wednesday. We need to have a 30 minutes together before you head down.
Yes. And if you're not on this broadcast right now, Pro E guy, don't worry about it. I will email